A-Level Biology 9700, Paper 2, Variant 3, May-June 2024, question number 3 and 4, Part 2. And question number 3 is, arteries, capillaries, and veins are three types of blood vessels. Table 3.1 shows some features of these three types of blood vessels. Complete table 3.1 by using our tick if the feature is present in the blood vessel cell and cross if the feature is absent from the blood vessel. So the smooth muscles, yes. If you observe the transverse section of all these blood vessels, you know the different layers are arranged in which arteries, they contain smooth muscles. Yes, they contain smooth muscles. The capillaries do not contain these smooth muscles because they consist of only one cell. So they are one cell thick, so they do not contain smooth muscles. Endothelium cells are present. So endothelium is made up of endothelial cells. So they are present in arteries, they are also present in capillary, and they are also present in veins. Then tunica media is the middle layer, which also consists of smooth muscles, and you can say they are present in the as a middle layer in the blood vessels. So it composed of smooth muscles and elastic fibers. So they are present in the arteries, which provide them the flexibility, and veins again they don't contain, and the smooth muscles, tunica media is also present in the veins. Now we are moving towards the next question. Now next question is there, and which is figure 3.1 shows a transmission electron micrograph part of an alveolus and the part of the adjacent capillary. So here you can see both of them. Alveolar airspace is there and capillary lumen is there. And then you can see the capillary. Draw two labeled arrows on figure 3.1 to show the direction of movement of oxygen and the direction of movement of carbon dioxide during gas exchange in the lungs. And you know, in the alveolus, the air is coming from the outside by the process of inhalation or breathe in. When we breathe in the oxygen enters into the alveolus, and in the alveolar air space contains high concentration of oxygen. And whereas the capillary is bringing the blood from different parts of the body, and here the exchange will take place, that is, it contains the highest concentration of carbon dioxide. So, you know, the gases moves from their high concentration towards the lower concentration. So oxygen will move in the capillary, and whereas the capillary, because capillary has lowest concentration of oxygen. Now the capillary will have the highest concentration of oxygen. So carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide will move from the capillary towards the alveolar airspace. Oxygen, due to its higher concentration, will move towards the capillary lumen, and whereas from the capillary lumen, as there is high concentration of carbon dioxide, so carbon dioxide will move from its higher concentration towards lower concentration, and very lower concentration, that is 0.03% to 0.04% is present in the air, whereas in the capillary almost about 4% of carbon dioxide is there. As is the same, 16% of oxygen is entering into the body. And then in this way, I would like to say that the high concentration of oxygen is there in the alveolar space and in the So the arrows will be in this direction. Now we are moving towards the next question, and next question is suggest and explain. Suggest and explain how a steep concentration gradient is maintained in the lungs. Already I have explained this to you. That is how this is concentration gradient is maintained, and already explained about this that why this steep oxygen concentration gradient is maintained in the body. So this or in the lungs, a steep concentration gradient of oxygen is essential for efficient gas exchange in the lungs. The gradient will ensures that oxygen diffuses rapidly from the alveoli into the bloodstream, and and then carbon dioxide from the because carbon dioxide is high in the capillary, so it will move from its higher concentration towards the lower concentration into the alveolar line. So in this way, I would like to say, so this maintenance or will be secondly due to it happens due to the continuous ventilation. That is continuously we are inhaling the oxygen, and we are exhaling the carbon dioxide. So this is called as the ventilation. That is, we are inhaling the oxygen and we are exhaling the carbon dioxide. So in this way, also a concentration gradient is produced continuously. Body is provided with the oxygen, and continuously the carbon dioxide, which is harmful for the body, and it is excreted out of the body. So in this way, the there should also be the efficient blood flow also taking place. It also picks up oxygen into the from the alveoli and dropping out the carbon dioxide into the thing. And say one more thing is required, that is the alveoli have large surface area, due to which this exchange or the concentration gradient is produced, and then efficiently the body is taking up the oxygen and removing the carbon dioxide. Or simply, I would like to say, okay, all these factors working together to help out uh, the lungs to take in the oxygen and take out the carbon dioxide from the body. So I would like all these, that is the a steep concentration gradient in the lungs is required or maintained for efficient of gases by different means. First of all, I would like to the continuous ventilation means the continuous inhale of oxygen and exhaling of the carbon dioxide. Efficient blood flow also play a role in this by efficiently picking up of oxygen in the alveolus. And then I would like to say the alveolus have large surface area to volume ratio, which increases the more exchange of gases. So in this way, a concentration gradient is maintained by different means. Now I am moving towards the next question, and next question is just like a paragraph or the passage outlines the role of blood vessels associated with the heart. Complete the passage by using the most appropriate scientific terms. The dash carries blood to the left atrium. After passing from the left atrium to the left ventricle, blood is pumped into the aorta. The aorta is one of the two large arteries that carry blood away from the ventricles of the heart. Blood that leaves the heart to enter these arteries must pass through the dash walls. Oxygen blood is supplied to the cardiac muscle cells through the dash arteries. Well, first of all, we have to complete by appropriate scientific terms. The blood carries to the left atrium. Students, in the left atrium, in the left atrium of the heart, the blood is coming from the lungs. So, there is an exceptional case, that is the here the artery, the pulmonary artery, which takes the deoxygenated blood towards the heart, towards the lungs, and from the lungs, it will bring back the uh, oxygenated blood by the pulmonary vein. It means here in this case, an artery will carry the deoxygenated blood and the vein will carry the oxygenated blood. So in this way, I would like to say the pulmonary vein will bring back the blood from the heart. Pulmonary vein carries the blood to the left atrium. After passing from the left atrium to the left ventricle, blood is pumped into the aorta. Aorta will distribute the oxygenated blood throughout the body. So the aorta is one of the two large arteries that carry blood away from the ventricles of the heart, away from the ventricle hearts. So the what is the role of the valves? These valves stops the backward flow of the blood. So leaves the heart to enter these arteries must pass through the semilunar valves. And students two semilunar walls are there when blood is moving towards the lungs from the right ventricle. One semilunar wall is there, due to which the backward flow of blood is not possible. And the second semilunar wall is there when the blood is sent out towards the aorta from the left ventricle. So it's right ventricle, when blood leaves from the right ventricle towards the lungs, and the blood leaves from the left ventricle towards the aorta, then two semilunar walls are there which stop the backward flow of the blood. So semilunar wall is there, and another name for this is the pulmonary wall. Oxygenated blood is supplied to the cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are the heart muscles through the coronary arteries. The specific name for these arteries is the coronary artery. So it was all about the question number 4. We are moving towards the question number 5. So question number 5 is lignin and suberin are polymers that are present in plant tissues. So lignin and suberin, explain, these are the polymers. Describe and explain the roles of lignin and suberin in the transport of water through the roots and stem of a plant. So we have to discuss the structure of lignin and suberin, by which they play a role when they are transported of water through the roots and stem of a plant. So I would like to, so these are the two important polymers. They are very important polymers, which you can say, which play a crucial role in the efficient transport of water through water, plant roots and the stems. So the lignin, it is a complex organic polymer that impregnates the cell walls of the xylem vessels, making them waterproof. This prevents water loss and ensures efficient water sport. And the lignin provides the mechanical support to the plant because allowing it to grow tall and withstand various environmental stresses, because this lignin is, you can say, the dead material or the dead substance. So protection, it also protects the plants from attack by the pathogens, and the on the other hand, the suberin uh, is, you can say, it acts as a selective barrier. The suberin will act as a selective barrier, and it also helps protect the plant from pathogens and toxins in the soil. And on the other hand, you can say that this it has a selective permeability. The Casparian strips, a band of suberin impregnated cell walls in the endodermis, so they forces water and minerals to pass through cell membranes rather than between cells. So this selective permeability ensures that only essential substances are absorbed into the plant's vascular system. So in this way, they play a significant role in the transport of water through the roots and stem of the plant. Now, after this explanation, I would like to write all these things which I have explained to you, but we have to read up to the four marks. So we have to get the 4 marks from this. So lignin and suberin play a significant role in transport of water. So, first of all, lignin is complex structure, substance or polymer that impregnates the cell walls, making them waterproof. Which prevents water loss and ensures efficient water water. And again, the suberin is another complex polymer. Another complex polymer which impregnated cell walls in the endodermis. In the endodermis, forces water and minerals to pass through cell membrane rather than between cells. So it acts as selective, it provides selective permeability. And both of them provide the strength and support to the plants. So in this way, lignin and suberin work together to ensure efficient and controlled water sport in plants. It was all about this question. Now the next question is there. The enzyme lactase catalyzes the formation of lignin in plants. Figure 4.1 is a diagram of mode of action of lactase. Here you can see the lactase enzyme which has copper ions inside and monolignol. Monolignol is there and the monolignol will attach themselves. They will attach themselves on the active sites. So induced bit model will active is over here. That is, they will change the shape. Enzyme will change the shape to fix uh, these monolignols into it, and then it will attach them, and you can say they will bring together all these different. So here I would like to illustrate this diagram as monolignol bindings. So lactase enzymes, copper ions, it has copper ions, active sites, you can say. Active sites, active site enzyme will, you can say, bring about a little change in the shape, and then there will be the attachment of this lignin chain at the active site, and then there you can say the enzyme substrate complex, formation of this enzyme substrate complex, and then at the end they will get separate from each other. So there will be these, you can say they will be oxidized over here. So the oxidized monolignols, they will be called as radicals when they will react with each other to form dimers and then larger polymers. So in this way, this formation of lignin in plants will take place. Now we are moving towards the question. I have explained the picture only. Now I am going to explain this question. So what is the describe and explain the mode of action explain the mode of action of lacase when catalyzing the formation of lignin. And the picture you have seen, they have used the induced Witt model according to which the enzyme will bring about changes in the shape of the active sites when a substrate molecule or the lignin chain is adjusted itself into the active sites. So there will be the formation of enzyme substrate complex, and then in this way the activation energy is lowered, and after the lowering of activation energy the formation of lignin will take place. Now I would like to explain this by writing on this mode of action of lacase when catalyzing this formation of lignin. So here I am going to write this one. So here will be the lignin biosynthesis in plants. So the monolignol will bind lacase contains copperines in its active type. The monolignols will attach themselves at the active sites to the copperine. Induced Witt, according to induced Witt model, enzyme will alter the shape, and then enzyme formation, enzyme substrate complex will take place, and then in lacase enzyme catalyzes the oxidation of monolignals by removing electrons from them. The oxidized monolignals are called radicals, which reacts with each other to form dimers and then large chain. So it was all about this question. I have explained and written as well. So it was all about the question number 3 and question number 4. So students, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and in this way you will be able to get more videos. Thanks for watching.